Hey friends, Miss Skinny Jeans here, coming at you with another Trigger Happy Thursday. So, I was at the gym the other day and they had to close the showers in the women's locker room for repair over the weekend. Unfortunately, as we probably could and should have expected, the repairs did not happen in time and the showers remained closed on Monday morning. The gym did its best to alert the members to the fact that the showers would be opening later than expected, but of course, people still got pissed. One woman started complaining loudly, just whining about the injustice of it all, bringing up all of the other times that the gym staff is disappointed her, lied to her, just ruined her entire day. And she was so unhappy about this small inconvenience that she wasted a ton of time sitting on the bench in the locker room instead of getting off of her butt, quickly running home to shower, and showing up for work a couple of minutes late, but none worse for the wear. But the amount of unhappiness, just loud, incessant unhappiness that she spewed into the air seemed unlikely to stay in the gym. In fact, it probably followed her like an unpleasant body odor for the rest of the day. And the next time the gym inconveniences her, you can guarantee that it's going to just bloom and stink once again. So my question is that a way to live? Well, sure, it's a way, but if it's your only way, then maybe it's time to rethink your strategy. Now look, I get it. I mean, the end of the world is probably nigh. The ice caps are melting, the polarity of the earth is shifting. The entire world is devolving into a pile of uncontrollable gun violence and hate crimes. I also get how frustrating it is to be told to eat your peas while there are children starving on the other side of the world, so for that reason, I'm not going to tell you to just be grateful because you got cut off in traffic, because at least you're not worried about getting blown to bits because you made the ill-advised decision to walk outside. But that being said, I will say that sometimes you do have to eat your peas and not pretend that they're bombs. In other words, you have to do today's happiness trigger and stop letting inconveniences become the end of the world, and then react accordingly. The reason, if we let every single little inconvenience become an end-of-the-world event, we're going to walk around believing that the world is indeed ending and that there is no reason for happiness because our happiness is going to get crushed in the apocalypse anyway. And I don't know about you, but I can't handle that kind of heaviness and drama weighing on me at all times. And yeah, I mean, I know that in my life I have been known to be a little bit excitable. Small inconveniences, changes in my schedule, unmet expectations, any little disturbance in the force was enough to send me on this free fall from relatively stable to just angry, angsty mess. Obviously, yes, some of that came from the eating disorder, some of that from OCD tendencies, but I think that, a fraction of it is just facilitated by my East Coast outlook on the world, right? In New York and its suburbs, South Florida, the deadline is 5 o'clock and missing it is the end of the world. And I do believe that being on the West Coast has at least helped in my recovery. Even though the deadline is 5 p.m. in New York, that's only 2 p.m. in California, so it's going to have to wait till tomorrow anyway. Now, don't get me wrong, yes, I still get very stressed out. I still work very hard. But I don't worry as much in my life about rigidity, structure, and perfectionism as I once did. And just a quick aside, I really don't know if California had anything to do with it, but I do know that recovery and all of its challenges certainly had a huge part in making me realize that getting cut off in traffic or being 2 minutes late to dinner is not going to kill me. So yeah, you don't have to move to California unless you want to. Go for it. But I do recommend that you at least consider adopting a 2 p.m. versus 5 p.m. mindset about the world and its inconveniences, right? If you miss a deadline, if the showers are closed, yeah, the polar ice caps are gonna melt anyway. But not today. So, choose to trigger happy while you still have the chance. Alright, so if you like today's happiness trigger, please feel free to leave me a comment below in myskinnyjeans.com. That's Genes. Of course, you can always tweet at Miss Skinny Jeans, also Genes, because I count characters, not calories, on Twitter. And of course, if you'd like something a little bit longer to listen to, some more positivity to pack in your bags, you can head over to findingourhunger.com or look up Finding Our Hunger in iTunes or Stitcher Radio, and you'll find me and my awesome partner Ito giving you a weekly podcast where we give you a little bit of extra happiness. And until next time, take a deep breath. The world is ending, but it doesn't have to end today. And of course, stay hungry and keep on triggering happy.